Tuesday. Can you hear me well? Loud enough for you? Okay, good. Well, we will go ahead and get started. So just our typical weekly reminder to please silence your cell phones so anyone can hear that's either at home watching or here in the room. With that, we'll go ahead and get started. Maybe not. Next. There we go. Any resident announcements that we have at the moment? No? None of you have nothing to say. All right. I do know that Miss Margaret is on vacation. I believe she is in Georgia, so we will let her have some R&R. I know she's been working hard, so she should be back soon. Now, Mrs. Willie wanted me to mention that starting Saturday, March 22nd at 3 p.m. that we will be playing tap ball with the beach ball in the pool. So when we have enough interest, we can start water volleyball. So I know she's got her ball here, and she just wanted me to make sure to mention that as a reminder. I'm sure the pool's where you want to be in this weather right now, but I know it's getting warmer. Thank you, Ms. Will. Appreciate that. And again, that is Saturday, March 22nd at 3 p.m. Okay. So just a little bit from IHS. So a little data, about 80% of falls are happening in the bathroom. Please remember that IHS can help you with those things. I know that can be tough, but there are additional services that they can help you with when you are bathing or showering or doing any of those bathroom duties. So please do keep that in mind, that they can do shower assistance, as we have found that 80% falls are happening in the bathroom. So as always, you can contact them at extension 502 or 503 for additional assistance. Our weekly reminder, there is nothing in the world so good as good neighbors, so be a good neighbor and keep returning those carts and wheelchairs and everything that's in those service areas. We do appreciate that. We'll just keep the reminder up here. So a little bit from Sherry, just a friendly reminder that your monthly service fees are due on the 1st of every month. This is per your contract. We have about 52% of our residents signed up for ACH, which is basically automatic draft. This is something we highly encourage, and we'll be sending them out because we would like to get that increased. So Sherry and Sarah are spending a lot of time playing bill collectors, and that is not exactly what they should be doing with their time. So we do want to make sure that we put a friendly reminder, your monthly service fees are due at the beginning of every month. We do have a way to where you can set it and forget it. I wouldn't remember my bills if I didn't have them ACH'd. So, highly recommend it. We'll be sending those forms out to you, I believe, in your monthly statements if you do not already have it. But keep in mind, your first class mail is not guaranteed service to deliver by a specific date. The mail is taking about 2 or 3 weeks sometimes. So at the end of the day, it is still our responsibility to get our bills in on time. So I know my electricity and my mortgage and my car note doesn't care. So we just want to make sure that we raise awareness. It's becoming a bigger problem than before, and we want to get in front of it. So we need your participation. We need your help. ACH, highly encouraged, super easy, basically automatic drafted. So if you have any questions about that, you can most certainly see Sherry or Sarah, and we will be sending those out. Just a little bit from Evan. We are working on getting Rusty and Rosie back on the road. They were having some malfunctions, so we are coordinating with their maker, SoftBanks, so we can get them back working. So they've been taking some vacation, and we need them back to work. So we should be getting them probably this week. So just a little, I know what, residents always ask me, what do we do for our employees? How do we make sure they feel appreciated? So we always really just like to show you the things we're doing all over the campus and within different departments. So today is Juana's birthday. We are celebrating her birthday here, of course. She's at work. What a dedicated girl. She has been here for 18 years. So that's absolutely fantastic. So that's just our entire team there celebrating with her. She is in our healthcare continuum, so you may or may not be familiar with her. But again, at Evan being over all of our environmental, this is really lovely that he makes sure that we share this sentiment throughout all of our campus. So 18 years, happy birthday, Juana. So yes, she's in housekeeping. So a little bit from plant operations. So we had 126 completed work orders, 51 remain open. We are continuing our health center repiping project. We are working on repairing a main irrigation pipe that was out there by the dumpster. We should have had that completed, but we are still working on that. Final walkthroughs, we're still doing, of course, with Blue Team. We actually are about, Betsy, so excited, about 79% way through. We have about 20-something-ish more apartments. So every apartment that we're done, Darwin's having a walk with Blue Team. So he's continuing that process. We did complete 2 new apartment make-readies or unit turnover renovations for new move-ins. We did paint the exterior ceilings out here in the town hall. It was looking really grungy, and so I kept telling him to power wash it. And that wasn't working. So we went ahead and had that repainted, so it looks much, much better. We installed 2 new booster signals for our irrigation system. As I mentioned last week, we've been having some issues with that technology. Smart Rain's not always so smart, so we did install additional booster signals to try to improve its IQ. So we are still trying to determine whether that is going to work, but so far, so good, they've been installed. So we did hire 2 new team members. So I know Darwin's had a couple open positions. So we had some maintenance techs and then HVAC. So we are working on both of those, but we've hired 2 new team members for that. We are going to be working on, we do have a painter, Bernie, but remember Bernie is supposed to be helping out in our unit turnovers, painting our new apartments. So we are going to be setting up routine touch-up paint schedule and services between Bernie and our company, which is Florida ProTech, just to make sure that we can stay on top of all these areas. I know I've mentioned it, but we have implemented what's called captain rounds, where all of the directors have a designated floor that they help me keep an eye on. So this is any life safety concerns, this is any missing tiles, this is touch-up paint, this is stains in carpet, anything to make sure that your home is looking as best as possible. We are working on with that process, as well as getting the routine paint set up. And then just another reminder, I know it was mentioned a couple weeks ago, but we went ahead and changed the maintenance meeting from 10 o'clock to 10:30 on Fridays. So that is maintenance with Chris. He typically manages our work order process, and that is 10:30 on Fridays, maintenance with Chris. So as I mentioned, we're about 80% complete with the apartments that were identified for phase 2 that require residents to have to transfer to a temporary unit. We do again thank all the residents who have already been able to make the move. We do have about 20 more. We know this has been a tough process. We know getting out of your home can be really hard to deal with, so we just really appreciate all the collaboration, the coordination, and the understanding. I know some of y'all, we couldn't get out of the temporary guest suites. I won't say any names. So just a little bit from the life safety updates with our pendant system. We will be excited to roll out the new emergency pendants to all residents, but we are still waiting on those updates for software. We do, again, want to have more specific locationing with the buildings. So just letting you know, we are still working on that. A couple more spots that we need to make sure they have accurate. It's been ongoing for a very long time. We're aware of that, but we are perfecting it. So very, very close to being there. So, and I know we mentioned this as well, but we do now have the dates. COVID-19 vaccine clinic. Main Street Pharmacy will be here to administer your COVID boosters on the following dates: April 16th, April 23rd, and April 30th at 10 a.m. until noon, Wellness Clinic, Town Hall. You must register with the pharmacy and schedule an appointment no later than April 2nd. You will receive the appointment time when you sign up. And just a reminder that unfortunately Main Street Pharmacy does not accept the TRICARE insurance. So we do have those dates set for you if you would like to get that COVID-19 vaccine. So in continuing with our wellness journey, this week's goal is intellectual. So we are suggesting maybe you attend a weekly great courses, maybe you start a history or science book club, work on brain puzzles, games, or riddles. I know IHS has those out for you. And attend a games or activity that is on the calendar. So we are about halfway through this program. If you would like to, you can most certainly join. And we are, let's see, facilitators, set about, intellectual, what was the next one? I think it would have been environmental. So we're about halfway through there. And again, if this is something that you're interested in, please do see Kelly. She has kept information on channel 732. So just a little bit from Ginger. So today, Tuesday, we'll have Avon at 10 a.m. to 2, South Lobby area. Wednesday, March 19th, the Ringling Museum trip at 8:45, that's early. Bus pickup. Thursday the 20th, meditation with Ann, that is at 11:30 in the activity room south. Thursday, March 20th, movie matinee featuring Thelma at 2:30 in the town hall. And then Friday, March 21st, we have the Sweet Company a cappella group, 7 p.m. town hall. So again, just a little bit, we every month a different department has what's called a fun cart, and they take these around and give out sweets to all the employees. So this was our March fun cart, and they gave out strawberry shortcakes. So it looks like that was our dining team that got some of that, and all throughout our AL and healthcare team as well. And we did want to make sure to join us in welcoming our new hires. So we're going to have Shandala Williams is an RN, registered nurse in our skilled nursing facility. Angie Urena is our HR generalist, human resource generalist / recruiter. And Jasmine Brown is basically our home health associate for IHS, Innovative Home Services. So those are all of our new hires this week, so please make sure that we welcome them, and we'll continue. We don't have a whole lot of positions open, so IHS usually is always hiring because they have a large clientele and lots of different hours, so we are always looking for as needed PRN employees. But really, once we get Darwin's HVAC and a couple nursing, we don't really have a whole lot of open positions, so that's always a good problem to have. Little update from sales for upcoming events. We are doing our open house on 3/20 at 11 a.m. That will be a small gathering of previous event attendees to see the exciting social areas of our town center. We will be providing a lunch in the pub. We are doing a retirement in bloom on April 3rd at 11 a.m. We're doing our cherry blossom themed event about life care at Regency Oaks. And we're doing the What is Life Care on 4/17 at 11 a.m. And that will actually be a lunch and learn event explaining the benefits of life care. So lots and lots of events. We have in a really strong first quarter, January, February, and March. So the budgeted sales was 13, and we are projecting to have about 15 sales. So obviously these marketing events are very beneficial, and as always, our ambassadors, our marketing, food and beverage, everyone who plays a role in these events, we really appreciate your collaboration. We could not do it without you. So food and beverage, as you know, are very busy, so just a reminder, Beer Club, I think that's at 3 p.m. today. Bourbon and Barbecue, the 25th at 3 in the Regency Room. Mardi Gras theme night will be on the 20th, and the Town Hall after party is from 7 to 8:30, and the colors are purple, yellow, and green for Mardi Gras. They'll be having gourmet on the 26th, food and wine on the 24th, and their pasta night on the 19th. So just another very busy month. And then really just a little bit from me. The salon is actually closed today. Their Betsy is on vacation and their stylist is out sick. So we got an email from them today that they are closed. We only know about today, so we'll make sure to communicate or put something on the door if they don't happen to make it in tomorrow. I know I saw this in the Oaks, so thank you. I think it was Ms. Johanna for adding that. But we do have a resident who got a ticket from the Clearwater Police for parking overnight in the handicapped. So although we are a private property, Clearwater Police do come on site to manage the handicapped parking. So nothing Lindsay can do about it, nothing Regency can do about it. Just a reminder, he did get a ticket. And it was like $255. Wow. Yes, poor guy, I felt terrible for him. Still a lot of money. So just a reminder, I always like to kind of let you know when I'm out of the office, we'll be out on Thursday and Friday. I have family coming from Houston to visit, so PTO is paid time off. Pam Cox, our IHS nurse, she is actually had some recent medical issues, so she is going to be out on FMLA, which is Family Medical Leave Act. We are working on a plan. In the interim, Carol is doing her med administration. So if you happen to be on caseload with Pam for any kind of medications, do not worry. Christine is an RN, Carol is an LVN. We will still make sure we get your medication program intact and addressed and help you with that. So don't have a lot of information. We are just making sure that we honor her privacy, but she is out for now. And in the meantime, we will have Carol helping meet your needs with any of that. So now we had a couple CapEx projects on the docket. Very exciting stuff. I know you were super happy about them. The paving project, so that is ongoing. We don't have a date yet, but we were looking to do that in Q2, quarter two, so in the next coming couple of months. Our phone project, that is still underway. That is for the administrative phones, because we need new ones. That is still undergoing. And then the elevator project. So TKE, the elevator company, was out probably about a month ago, and we have not heard back from them. So we are needing to follow up to next steps for that. But we are still working on, we have, as I mentioned, about $500,000 in CapEx funding for the elevators. So we'll be addressing those elevators the most, cost-effective, however, the most impactful way based on all of the needs. So we're kind of waiting on that assessment from TKE to tell us where that money needs to go in the most prioritized needs and in the most prioritized elevators. So more to come. That's where we're at with that. I just wanted to make sure I gave you an update. Our resident survey, we do that every 2 years. We did not do it one last year. We did it the year before. It was not the best. We're hoping for a better one this time around. And we will be starting that around August. I haven't gotten the date confirmed yet from our corporate team, but it should be right around August. So we will start gearing up for that. We really highly encourage participation. That's one of the main caveats to a survey like that, is maximizing participation. So more to come for that. I just wanted to let you know that is on the horizon. And I know that we had a FLICRA meeting last week, and I just wanted to encourage your involvement to make sure that you continue being part of those conversations, tuning into those meetings. There is a lot going on, and Mr. Mike Murphy is a great resource if you did not attend that meeting. Really, really good information on lots of things going on. Nothing solidified, but it is about changes that would affect us. So please do pay attention and tune into that, and of course we'll communicate as we get more concrete information. So more to come from that. So I know I mentioned it, but Blue Team is of course here. We appreciate the consistent support. We're about 79%, 80% through the IL portion. We have moved over to skilled nursing and are completing one room in there, and then we will need to move into assisted living. We have about 10 apartments in assisted living out of 27 that need to be remediated. So that will be fun when we move into assisted living. I know we've discussed, and it's been asked numerous times as far as the external sealing and caulking. I just want to keep this on the radar. That is discussed to start around April or May. We are looking to have a new roof approved in this part of the project, so more to come on that, but it does look like new roofs will be included. So we're going to have a whole new building after Blue Team leaves. Thank you, guys. So as I mentioned before, and I just kind of keep it up here, if you do have any questions specific for them, please come to Tuesday Talk. They're usually here every Tuesday Talk around this time that can answer questions specifically to your apartment and your project. And I believe it was Ms. Wexler that asked last Tuesday, so I like to try to get follow-up. I did call and leave you a voicemail, but you had asked about the landscaping and the chemicals. I did speak to our landscaper, and he had his exterminator and partner call. He did say that the chemicals dry almost immediately and that they are not harmful to the pets. So I don't know if you got my voicemail, but I just wanted to make sure to follow up on that question. So with that, any questions for myself? Yes, sir?
Thank you. You're welcome. I just wonder, when you first pull into the front of the south building, there's about 5 or 6 spaces, I should know exactly. Thank you. And, but at any rate, there's a grassy spot there. When those 5 spaces are full up, cars just pull in there, 2, sometimes 3.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden now they've started doing it on the opposite side, on the side. The side on the left side is almost dead for so much. And I don't know why we allow that, either rope it off or pave it so cars can park, but it's just not doing what it should do.
Okay. Absolutely.
So we'll definitely address that. Parking continues to be a little bit of a challenge with all of our various contractors, but we'll most certainly take a look at that. You said where was the location?
As soon as you come in the front entrance to the south building,
Okay.
immediately on the left.
Okay, understood. All right, thank you. I will write that down. Any other questions for me? No? Well, all right then. Enjoy Beer Club. Anything you have for Blue Team, please come over. Darren and Jeffrey are here.